Hey guys, it's Andy. So I want to get on here and share a serious story that you need to hear. This is a warning. I believe we have to share these kind of stories. If not, other people are not going to know. There is so much danger and evil and a different world that we're living in. We have to be aware. We have to trust our gut. We got to know what we would do if something happens. My friend shared a story of how a fake cop, somebody pretending to be a cop, was behind of her and following her. And if she did not make wise decisions, it could have been so scary what could have happened. And if you're hearing a noise, my neighbor is out blowing all of his leaves because most of the leaves have fallen off the trees now and everybody's just trying to get their yards cleaned up. So, what happened is my friend was sharing that she was traveling down a road and it was nighttime and down the highway, and this car came up on her and it kept flashing this bright lights. And then also, she could see it was nighttime. She couldn't see what kind of car or anything because she could see the lights on top of the car, like a cop car. And this person got right up on her tail, was flashing the bright lights, trying to get her to stop, flipping on their red and blue lights like a cop car has. And she just didn't feel comfortable, not at all. She trusted her gut. And that is something that we've got to do. And the reason I'm sharing this story is we have to share these stories. Please share them in the comments if you have them too. We have to know these stories so that we can warn others, because our kids, our grandkids, our families are on the roads, and we've got to be aware of people that are pretending to be cops and what could happen. So what my friend, she knew that just it didn't feel right because she wasn't speeding. She said I wasn't doing anything wrong, and so she slowed way down to give this person a chance to get around her, and they wouldn't pass. Speed back up, and that person speeds back up and gets right on the tail and starts flashing again, flashing the lights and having the red and blue lights going also. So she knew she wasn't going to stop. And what she had remembered reading is stories of, human trafficking and that kind of thing. I mean, think of it, you guys. If you would be stopped and the kidnapping, robbing, rape, I mean, just so much bad could happen. So she knew that up ahead, she knew this road. So she knew that up ahead there was a gas station, a well lit gas station. So she just kept on driving. And that's the thing. She didn't stop, but how many people do? Because you don't want to get in trouble, with the cops, or they're following you, and that's intimidating. And what do you do? Well, she kept going, and she pulled into what she knew was going to be a well lit public gas station. There was going to be people around, and she pulled into that, and that car just kept on going because it wasn't even a real cop. So she shared this story on Facebook. And the crazy thing is, some people, and that's why I say share in the comments, we have to know these stories if you know of any. Some other people in the comments, one person said, oh my gosh, the same thing happened to my daughter on the same road, but the person didn't have red and blue lights on their car. I guess you can just buy the red and blue lights like cops have. The person did not have the red and blue lights, but they were getting right on her tail and scaring her and flashing their bright lights and then getting right on her tail. And whenever she would slow down to give them a chance to pass, they wouldn't pass. And then she would speed back up, and that person would speed back up and be right on them. So those are scary situations. Another person had commented and said the same thing happened to them. They actually got on and called 911, had the dispatcher on the phone, was telling them where they are and what was happening. This is happening in our town, so I know it's happening all over the place. Another thing, what if a cop comes to your house knocking on your door? You can buy a cop uniform. You can buy a fake badge, unless, and those, if they flash the badges so quick that you can't really see what it actually says. So you don't know if it's a real cop or not, and you believe that it might be. You open the door. What could happen? We have got to be aware of our surroundings. We have to be aware of these schemes that are going on, and we need to trust our gut. But you've got to have a game plan. You have to have something in your mind. Another thing you can do is self-defense. There's videos all over YouTube. I actually watched one the other day. It popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, let me see what this is. And it was actually about a knife, like what to do if somebody came at you with a knife. Guns, totally different story, but this one was about a knife. And the guy, he was so good, and he was actually saying that if somebody does come at you, he was showing to get your hands up and then get your body back, because you don't want to be up here where somebody can stab anywhere here. You got to get your butt back, all the way back. He said, keep it all the way back and then use your hands and try to hit somebody away from you, but always keep your body away. If you have something that you can, a purse, put it in front, a bag or anything like that, put it in front of you, something to protect you from the knife. But mostly he was saying you got to keep your body away from that. I think it's important to have some kind of a weapon in your car so that you can protect yourself. Tell your children, tell your grandchildren these stories so they know what to do and how to protect yourself. If you are in a public place, if you're in a restaurant or at a ball game or at church or wherever, where's the exit? Where are the exits? What would you do? Have a game plan so that you kind of know what you're going to do. Another thing is whenever you are walking out of a store, do not be on your phone. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to look, scan, know what's going on around you. It has been said that if you are actually looking, so look people in the eye, then you're not that weaker person that somebody wants to attack or come after or rob or whatever, because you are aware. They want the people that are looking down, that are busy, that aren't paying attention one single bit, that are taking care of their kids and have no idea that there's somebody following them to their car. Those are the ones that they want to get. So everybody needs to have your head on the swivel and looking around and knowing what is going on. You guys, mostly this story is so that you are aware that people are out there pretending to be cops, to be very, very dangerous. And this is the other thing. It doesn't just happen at nighttime. So this happened at nighttime where she could not see the car. But what about during the day? Somebody shows up on your door during the day and looks to be official and wanting to come into your house or wanting to talk to you. Don't open the door. Call 911. Talk to them. Ask, should somebody be at my house? Or call 911 if you feel anything intimidating, if you're on the highway or something and somebody, a pretend cop is following you. Or if you are coming out of a store and you just don't feel right, your gut's telling you, go back in, get the manager, call the police, something. We've got to make sure that we are trusting our gut, that we are aware of our surroundings, and that we are telling our family and our children these stories so that they are also aware, so that if it happens to them, they can make good decisions. Anything could happen, you guys. I just want to share these stories that are super, super important that we need to share. Share yours in the comments. Let's learn from each other. That's all I have for now. Until next time, I'm out.